Today we're going to look at the United States Bill of Rights, and we're going to look at the details of Amendments 1 through 5. In order to get Anti-Federalists to agree to the ratification of the Constitution, Federalists agreed to add a Bill of Rights. Remember, Anti-Federalists didn't trust the new strong government, and they felt that a Bill of Rights was needed in order to protect individual rights and the powers of the states. The Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. Many of the rights found in the Bill of Rights were put into the document because of the problems with Britain before and during the American Revolution. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech, the press, religion, assembly, and petition. We have the right to practice any religion that we want, and this is protected by the Bill of Rights. We have the right to speak freely, and we call this freedom of speech. We all have the right to assemble, which means meet, and as long as we meet for peaceful purposes, that right is protected by the United States Bill of Rights. We have the right to petition, which means request or address the government. So if we'd like to see the government change something, we have the right to ask them to do so. We all have the right of freedom of the press. This means newspapers, TV, radio, and the internet. The Second Amendment protects the right to bear arms, which means the right to own a gun. The Third Amendment says, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war. The Fourth Amendment protects the people from unreasonable searches and seizures. The police must have a warrant to enter our homes. It also means the government cannot take our property, papers, or us without a valid warrant based on probable cause. Now, the word probable cause means good reason. So in order to search your property, the police have to go to a judge and get a search warrant, and once they give the judge a good reason to search your home, then they can legally do so. The Fifth Amendment states that a person accused of a crime is entitled to due process of law. This means that the government has to follow rules and establish procedures in everything it does. So the important aspect of due process of law is, under the law, everyone is treated equally. Another part of the Fifth Amendment states that you may not be tried twice for the same crime. This is known as double jeopardy. The Fifth Amendment states you don't have to testify against yourself in court. This is self-incrimination. This is also known as pleading the fifth. So when you go to court, you do not have to say anything unless you want to. And if you look at this picture right here, you see this dog, he just got in trouble, and he's pleading the fifth. He doesn't want to incriminate himself for what he just did. Another aspect of the Fifth Amendment is eminent domain. The government cannot take a person's property unless it is for the public good and the government compensates, which means pays the owner for the property.